We live in a noisy world where it's hard to separate ourselves and be seen, and it's simple to forget the deep power of silence in order to be heard. The Stoics were right all along. They knew that being still is a sign of power, the kind of strength that makes people want to be with you even through silence. Imagine walking into a room and becoming the center of attention without trying, not because you're the loudest or flashiest, but because you have such an interesting personality. It's like you're saying a lot without saying anything. This isn't just the stuff of tales or ancient wisdom. You can make it happen today. We're going to get to the heart of silent attraction by following the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. It's not just about making an entry, it's about making an effect that lasts, that feels as natural as breathing. So if you've ever felt like you were lost in a world where everyone is always talking, now is the time to learn how to use silence to say more than words. Let's find out how to become easily magnetic and turn heads without even trying, using the old art of Stoic charm to our advantage. If you like the trip we're taking together to explore the depths of knowledge and silence, click the subscribe button and remember to do me an easy favor. If you've ever felt like you're not like most people, this message is just for you. Make sure you don't skip any parts of the video. You're the one we've been waiting for. How often do we hide our feelings, quiet our hobbies, or even change our minds just to fit in? We've all been there. But Stoicism can help us get back on track with our true selves. In other words, it shows us that our authenticity is the most attractive thing about us. Being true to yourself puts you in tune with your nature, and this tune sounds good when you share deeply with those around you. It's like sharing a message that says, "This is the real me, honest and without apologies." Trust me, that kind of truth is powerful. But let's break it down even more. Being you means accepting your flaws, your joys, and your weaknesses. To be strong means to stick to your views even when everyone else tries to change them. It's about being happy with yourself and knowing that your true expression is your best quality. Know that the Stoics put virtue above all else: courage, fairness, and temperance. Let these qualities guide your life. Having an inner moral sense not only makes you attractive to other people but also brings you closer to peace of mind and happiness. So, how do you start loving the power of being yourself? It starts with a look inside. Find out what you stand for, what you're passionate about, and what your limits are. Think about what brings you life, what drives you, and how you can match your actions with your real self. Then be brave and say what you want to say. Show the world your real self. It's not about being perfect or making everyone happy. Being honest and dependable in what you say and do is important, and being your true self every single day is essential. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Don't waste any more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." The message is still strong even if you change man to person. Don't spend your whole life thinking about what makes someone beautiful or likable. Just be yourself. Being yourself gives you power. Live by your ideals and let your true self shine. Believe me, in a world that values conformity, your honesty will shine through. It draws people to you without them even realizing it, in the most natural and deep way possible. Who we are and how we show ourselves to the world says a lot about us. Stoicism does not talk about giving up material things. It does not say a single word about not caring about how we look. Instead, it helps us live with purpose, including how we show who we are through our style. Stoicism teaches us how important it is to be real and simple, telling us to focus on what really counts when it comes to style. This doesn't mean sticking to a simple look, it means picking clothes that fit our true selves instead of giving up fashion totally. Clothes that show what kind of person we are and what we do in life. It's about making decisions that are in line with our true selves, not following every passing style without giving it a second thought. Think about what you wear that feels right, something that makes you feel confident. Aligning your external look with your inner world makes you feel good, maybe even a little unbeatable. Having a connection with your inner world makes you more real and unique, not because you're flashy or expensive, but because you have a strong sense of who you are that's only you. But style is more than just clothes. It includes everything about your appearance, from the way you wear your hair to the accessories you choose that become part of who you are. Each choice is like a stroke in a painting. Stoicism tells us to make these decisions on purpose, to make sure they are not just making noise. So how do we use Stoic knowledge to add to your style? First, ask yourself what each piece in your closet says about you. Does it match your values? Does it show who you are? It's not about impressing other people with who you are or who you want to be. It's about being yourself. Remember that your style isn't set in stone. Be honest and stick to it. Your style will shift and change as you grow, change, and go through life. That's fine. The important thing is to stay true to yourself during these changes, letting your outward appearance change along with your inner journey. It's amazing how much we can say with our bodies and stance without even speaking. Even the way we walk through a room tells people around us something. Stoicism is a way of life that teaches us about being in charge and aware not only of our thoughts but also of our bodies. It's about realizing that how we look on the outside are signs of how we're feeling inside. So when we talk about body language from a Stoic point of view, it's not just about changing our body language to look a certain way. It's about making sure that our actions match up with our inner good qualities and goals. It has to do with being honest about how we feel and what we do. Think about how easy it is to keep good posture. It's not just about looking sure of yourself, it shows that you value yourself and treat yourself with respect. When you stand tall with your shoulders back, you show traits that are highly valued in Stoicism. You're not just telling everyone that you're sure of yourself, you're telling yourself too that you deserve respect. This sure of yourself attitude makes people want to be around you. Posture alone isn't enough to give off an air of reliability and approachability. The small changes in our faces, the warmth of our smiles, and the truthfulness in our eye contact, all of these parts of body language are very powerful ways to communicate, to make people feel seen and understood without them having to say a word. For example, a real smile can melt even the hardest heart, and real eye contact can do the same. Stoicism tells us to be present, which can lead to a connection that feels as deep as a talk and being aware of everything going on around us, including how we move. Being truly present means being aware of how we interact directly with those around us is important for making sure our body language shows how we really feel and what we want to do. Whether it's showing kindness or anger, being willing to use this mindful method of nonverbal communication opens the door to real relationships and interactions built on mutual trust and respect. So how can we use Stoic ideas to get good at body language? You must first be aware of your own. Take the time to watch others and your own body language to show that you're really there for the people you're with. You may not even be aware that you are cut off. Do your gestures show openness and welcome, or do they put up walls between you and other people? Try to be fully present with the person you're talking to, paying full attention to them. Let your body language come from a place of trust and truthfulness. It's amazing how one scent can take us back in time and make us feel things. It's not just about picking out a perfume or cologne, it can change how we feel about someone. It's about picking a smell that becomes a big part of who you are, one that makes a lasting impact without anybody having to say a word. Stoicism teaches us that we need to be deliberate in every part of our lives, even the seemingly simple choice of a scent. It's all about picking out a scent that fits with who you are and the mark you want to make on the world, instead of following the newest style or the priciest brands. It's a way of communicating without words, communication that, when carefully chosen, shows who you are and what you stand for. Not only is a signature scent a fashion statement, it's also a way to make a personal statement in a subtle but strong way, showing what makes you special. Think about it the way Stoics do, as the meaning of our actions and words shows what's good inside us. A carefully chosen scent can show who you are, how you're feeling, and even what you want to achieve. It's like an old-fashioned fingerprint, creating a sensory memory in the thoughts and noses of the people you meet. Being aware of and knowing more than just the smells you like is needed, but also how they work with your body's natural makeup and the places you hang out. What do you want to say? Do you want to make people feel calm and trusting? Maybe a clean, fresh smell is for you. Or maybe you want to be known as brave. If you like to try new things, something with woodsy or spicy notes might be for you. The important thing is to choose a smell that matches your true self. Paying attention to how your scent makes you feel and how it affects those around you, paying attention to how it makes you feel. Do you feel more sure of yourself and strong when you wear it? Can you change how a room feels when you walk in? This is how you make a smell that people will remember as being only yours. The Stoics also teach us the art of letting go, being willing to look at what doesn't work or isn't real for you. Your signature scent is the same way. If a scent doesn't really make you happy, let it go and keep looking for one that does. It should bring you to life, not just make you feel better. In this way, the process of finding your signature scent becomes a journey of self-discovery and self-expression, a way to use the Stoic practice of self-awareness and aim in the most pleasant way possible. When we think of being magnetic, we often think of charm and how we present ourselves. But we forget how powerful a well-placed word or a bit of humor can be. The Stoics taught us that speaking is about getting to the point, being careful with words and making sure they fit the situation. We know the power of humor, which goes beyond making people laugh. It creates connections, breaks down walls, and makes people feel connected. Using humor in the right way is a skill that can improve our relationships and make us more appealing. Stoicism tells us to speak in a way that is based on wisdom and kindness. This means knowing the difference between what we can change and what we can't, and making sure our jokes aren't hurtful but uplifting. Think about it. Well-placed humor can make people feel better, make a good first impact, and help us deal with tough situations. It's not about telling jokes all the time or being the center of attention, it's about knowing when to make a clever comment that fits the conversation. Imagine you are at a social event. The room is full of people, and you can feel the energy there. Then someone tells a story that makes everyone laugh. It's a strong link that goes beyond words. We should use this art on purpose to not only make our lives better but also to bring out the best in other people. When we make people laugh, we do more than just break the ice. We also build bridges and bring people together. It's about being real and careful with your jokes, paying attention to the audience and the mood. Using humor in the right way isn't about showing off or making fun of people. It's about making moments of shared happiness and laughter that people will remember long after the words are gone. If you've enjoyed diving into the art of silent attraction and Stoic wisdom with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us continue exploring these fascinating topics together. By subscribing, you join a community dedicated to self-improvement and genuine connection. Plus, you'll be the first to catch new insights and tips that can make a real difference in your life. So, if you're ready to harness the power of silence, authenticity, and charm, make sure you're subscribed and never miss an update. Thanks for being part of this journey. Let's keep growing and learning together.